We have been helping people make informed choices about their reproductive and sexual health since 1926, and we plan to continue this work well into the future.
Our role is to look after the reproductive and sexual health of the people in New South Wales, and we have a strong belief that our services are available to everybody in every family in New South Wales.
Our clinical services are currently delivered at 5 locations in New South Wales, and also through innovative partnerships that allow us to reach communities in need right across New South Wales.
Everything we do in family planning New South Wales is on the basis of good evidence. At the same time, we balance that against the need to really look at our services from the needs of our clients. So we're really very customer focused, client focused. We think about who are the people that we need to see and provide services to, and what are the best kind of services for those people.
We work closely and collaboratively with Aboriginal communities through our Dubbo Clinic. At our Fairfield Clinic, there is a focus on building relationships with culturally and linguistically diverse communities, and we have fostered a strong connection with young people at our Penrith Clinic. While our clinical services are at the heart of what we do, we are also the leading provider of reproductive and sexual health information and resources. We also educate and train doctors, nurses, teachers and other health, education and welfare professionals. Our education and training are particularly important for regional, rural and remote communities which often struggle to find health workers.
Oh, it's fabulous that we run courses for rural doctors. We know that, people living in rural areas, there are real inequities sometimes when it comes to reproductive and sexual health. We know that it can take, many hours to get to someone to put an IUD in, for instance. And so what we do with our courses, it allows us to train up those doctors and nurses in those rural areas so they can provide services there on the spot.
I have 2 children, a boy and a girl.
Family Planning New South Wales respects the rights of clients to make choices about their reproductive and sexual health, and we treat each and every person with respect, dignity and understanding. Often, people who come to see us find it difficult to access mainstream services. Everyone is welcome at Family Planning New South Wales.
What do you know about?
We know that when someone comes to see us, they come to talk about the most personal of issues, but there is nothing our staff have not heard. We are privileged to listen without judgment to each and every story from each and every person. To ensure we provide best practice clinical care, we undertake research, working with health services, universities and pharmaceutical companies to make a difference to the way people are treated and cared for in the area of reproductive and sexual health. Our work also extends internationally, where our expertise is helping women and men and girls and boys in the Pacific region to access family planning services.
We're focusing on education, service delivery and capacity building, and we're focusing on the highest area of need, so cervical cancer, STIs and access to family planning services. So that includes contraception and access to safe sex methods such as condoms. So not only access, improving knowledge of safe sex practices.
We work in Timor-Leste, the Philippines, Papua New Guinea, the Solomon Islands, Vanuatu, Fiji, Tuvalu, Samoa, Tonga and the Cook Islands, where family planning services are limited and sometimes non-existent. We build the skills of health workers in these countries and give them the support they need to help their communities. It's important that we ensure the health workers in the Pacific are able to continue delivering these services into the future.
So we take those skills that we have in Australia, in New South Wales, and we work with countries in the Pacific to capacity build those staff to deliver the sort of services that we are also delivering here. It's a great opportunity for us to extend the skills of our staff into other regions, but it also means that we're making a difference with really the poorest of the poor in a whole series of countries in our region.
The money we raise through clinic donations and through the generous support of the community and businesses helps us make a huge difference to the lives of people who would otherwise not receive basic reproductive and sexual health services. Matalita manages the clinics we support in Fiji, and she knows all too well why the support of the people of New South Wales is needed.
As a Fijian woman, we don't really have that much choice on
Planned Parenthood, we don't have much choice on when and where we would like to have children, or whether or not we would like to have children. It is sort of an expectation as a woman when you're married is to produce children. And I think education plays an important part in this, getting people informed so that they can make better choices. And this is one of the things that Family Planning New South Wales has been doing.
In Australia, women are encouraged to have a pap test every 2 years once they're over 18 years of age or become sexually active. Cervical cancer is preventable if diagnosed early through a pap test, but in Fiji there is no such program.
Most people don't know that in the Pacific the rates of cervical cancer death are somewhere between 4 and 10 times higher than in our own country.
Would you like to make a donation today? It helps with the running of the clinic. It's purely voluntary.
Because it's so simple to perform, a cervical cancer screening test in Fiji costs just a couple of dollars.
Every dollar helps. Every dollar helps. Our cervical screening program is a low resource program. It's innovative. It's a World Health Organisation program that uses vinegar and a light. And so the cost of a pap test in Fiji is only a couple of dollars. And a couple of dollars can save a woman's life by early detection.
Family planning relies upon the generosity of the people of New South Wales. Whatever you give does make a difference. It makes a difference to the education and training we provide to people in rural and remote areas of New South Wales. It makes a difference to our research programs and our work with those who are disadvantaged and isolated. It also makes a difference to women and men and girls and boys in the Pacific region, where the need for family planning is so great. The story of family planning is recognised globally and is grounded in the basic principles of social justice and equity, choice and diversity. Around the world, there is growing recognition that a person's reproductive and sexual health is a basic human right. And your financial support allows us to ensure that no matter where you live, who you are, where you come from or what you believe in, you will be able to access quality reproductive and sexual health services. As family planning heads towards the future, we are focused on ensuring we adapt to the changing needs of the communities we work with, so that we continue to provide the right services in the right places.